So here I am, I'm gonna sort out this glorious tomahawk steak. So there it is there, and then I'm going to sear it in the pan and then stick it straight in the oven. So let's see how that goes. Woohoo! Nice and hot. Make it do a big couple of bits of butter to cook it in the oven. So I'm only going to sear one side of this, and then I'm going to stick it into the other side, down into the oven. The oven's been heating up for ages, so it's going to be all good. Looking good. So as you can see, top part is seared nicely, looking good. Now I'm going to put it in the pan. And that looks just about perfect to me. Stick it straight in the oven and then cook up what I'm going to cook up next. So let's do that. Woohoo! Set my timer for 25 minutes, and then we'll see how it looks in 25 minutes time. And now for my accompaniment. I'm going to fry up some tomato, garlic and onions with a bit of mushrooms. Okay. Do it in oil. Got some salt and pepper, and gonna soak it in some red wine and maybe put a little bit of mozzarella on top to let it cook in. I don't know, maybe not the mozzarella, I'm not sure. And a squish of lemon. When all that's ready, cooked up into a nice kind of accompaniment sauce, I'll have that with the steak. So looking forward to it. I'll show you when it's done. All right, later. Woohoo! So this is cooking up nicely now. And I'm just going to add some lemon, and then let it reduce a little bit more. And then put some wine and let it simmer until it's all done. Look at that. So we just go in and just squeeze your lemon in there. That's a bit of a used lemon. Nice, get all that lemon in there, get all that flavour into that little sauce, you know, that little accompaniment to that massive steak, which, yes, I haven't eaten today. So yeah, my appetite's okay for this. I haven't eaten today, so that's gonna go down and hit the spot nicely. You know, there we go. And just smell that lemon just oozing into all these ingredients, and then just put the little, fill it with red wine, close the lid, and let it cook out. Most importantly, though, I always say, you know, when you're cooking with red wine, you have to make sure, is it any good? Well, it's okay. It's a Merlot. Yeah, I know, it's back to front. It's a Merlot. It's got a screw cap. I don't agree with screw cap. If they can't be bothered to put a cork in it, it can't be very expensive. Probably made out of just red grape juice or something. Not done the proper way. But either way, it's good for cooking, and you can try it, see if it's any good. Wouldn't waste expensive wine on cooking anyway. So that's cooking up nicely. So one thing I love is I love a bit of ginger. So just feel like a little bit of ginger gives it a nice little kick of flavour. Just prefer to cook with fresh ginger, but hey, that's good enough. Ginger's quite strong, so you don't actually need too much, but just gives it that little extra thing. Looking forward to this. I mean, I've still got about 20 minutes cooking time for the tomahawk, so these are just right. Look, they're nice and thick. Yeah, perfect. So give it another couple of minutes, pour in the red wine, and just cook it up. Let it simmer. Just let it simmer for the rest of the time that the tomahawk's cooking, and it will be perfect. Still debating whether to throw a bit of mozzarella on there, add a bit of thickness to the sauce. Let's have a look. So I've turned it down to a nice simmer, and I'm just going to pour some red wine in there, just like that. Gonna cover and just let it simmer down, let it thicken, keep an eye on it. The alcohol, the wine will evaporate anyway, so it will thicken up a little bit, and then I'll give it about 5-10 minutes and see how it looks. So while everything's cooking away, you know, anyone who's good in the kitchen, anyone who cares about the kitchen, I always say the most important thing is clean up as you go along. Do your dishes before everything's done. So I'm going to do the dishes, and when everything's done, we'll have a look at the final results. So the tomahawk steak is done. The as you can see, this is nice and thick, nice and firm. Yeah, you know, the wine's evaporated, all the flavours are in there really nicely. Beautiful. It smells delicious as well. And the tomahawk steak has just been sitting in the oven, just resting. So it's a nice big thick bit of meat. So let's have a look. Let's get this out of the oven, ready to serve. There it is. Oh, yeah, that's my treat for myself. My own personal Father's Day treat. I've never had a tomahawk steak, and this is going to be my first. It just perfectly cooked, nice and rare on the inside. So yeah, it's just time to dish up and enjoy. So I'll do a quick little picture when it's on the plate, and then I'll leave you there. See ya. Okay, it's time for me to enjoy. So bon appetit to myself. Enjoy the game, everyone. I'm going to be enjoying this. I have bitten off more than I can chew, but I'm gonna give it a go. Happy Saturday, and happy Father's Day tomorrow to all you fathers out there. You'll do an amazing job. Peace out.